Good morning everyone. This is Dr. Supreet from Department of Commerce, Delhi School of Economics. Today we'll be starting up with a new topic, new discussion onto e-business and digital marketing. We have been most oftenly listening about this terminology called digital marketing, right? So whenever we see an advertisement, popping up onto the Facebook channels or onto the YouTube ones, we call it a one, that they are digitally promoting about their firm, about their product or their services onto these digital channels, right? So digital marketing is very popular nowadays. Similarly, when we talk about e-business, that means all those business models which are taking place over the internet, over the digital platforms. So those basically on a layman sense we call them or we refer them as e-business ones, right? So starting the series with the digital marketing. Now what is digital marketing? So whenever we talk about digital marketing, it's basically a huge or a large umbrella that talks about various online marketing strategies. Those strategies that are being taken up by the present day's marketers in order to promote their goods and services. And if we talk about in today's aspect, then for every businessman, for every business houses, it is very crucial to have right selection of digital marketing strategies, because nowadays everything is being digitally promoted. Even if we say for promoting any good as basic as a grocery, so that is being also promoted onto the digital channels. So whatever advertisements that you look up onto your Facebook, onto your Twitter, onto your Instagram, right? So these are your what their marketers are promoting their goods or their services onto the digital platform, right? So these platforms, as I mentioned, that Facebook, your YouTube or your, let's say, Twitter or Pinterest, these are your social media applications wherein your marketers know that they'll easily find a larger segment of your customers or the potential customers. So they try to grab their attention by coming up with very attractive advertisements, right? So these digital marketing is nowadays in trend, what we call nowadays. It is because it being a very cheaper channel of your communication and reaching directly to the consumer, being it a very direct form of your marketing. So it is very cost effective for each and every business houses to have such digital marketing in place. And the most important thing is that it will not cost you much. So if you go back to the previous times when we used to have those still we are having those cable networks, or you could say wherein we just look onto those cable channels wherein they promote all sort of their advertisements. Let's suppose for a cricket match you see a number of advertisements, and therein the marketers have to spend a greater amount, right? In lakhs they have to spend in order to advertise about their product or services. So that was very costly as compared to one when we can freely create a Facebook marketing page or a Instagram brand page, so that we can directly get in connect with the consumers, and that too the consumers at the global level. And we need not to spend much. We just need to come out with some attractive poster maybe, or a pamphlet even, right, or a simple, you could say, articulation by the marketer itself. So that basically is what, that being a very cheaper form of your marketing channel that takes place over the digital network using the help of your internet, intranet, extranets, right? So digital market, as I said, that it is a very large term, it is a very comprehensive and holistic terminology which entails various marketing strategies. So it is not limited to just these your social media channels. Otherwise, whatever digital hoardings that you see whenever you commute through your metros, so that is also one form of your digital marketing, right? And everybody, be it any marketer, nowadays they manage their activities or they manage their budget in such a manner wherein they keep a specific segment for devising specific, you could say, digital marketing strategies, so that they can reach their end consumers in a better, efficient and effective manner. So digital marketing, if I have to talk about a typical terminology or a definition about the same, then we can classify it as a form of direct marketing technique. Now when we say direct marketing technique, it means when the marketer is directly having a interaction with the end consumer. So whether it is through the email marketing, you must have seen that, you know, on from all these dedicated marketing platforms, whether it being Amazon, it being Flipkart, your Myntra, you receive those dedicated personalized emails, right, onto your specific mail IDs, and nowadays these emails are drafted or they are crafted in such a manner that they are very personalized, right. They will say, dear Mr. So and so, right, and these are the coming offers, or these are the digital catalog of the such brands, or they'll also specify, or they'll also make aware you about the upcoming sales, about the upcoming release of the products. So that ways they maintain a continuous flow of information to their ultimate consumers. And when we say indulging the interactive technologies, interactive means that generates the interest of the end users, whether you insert any videos, whether you insert any images or the videos, so or the audio, so that that interaction with the ultimate consumer is maintained constantly. And another thing is that these are the websites. There are websites also wherein you can directly just see into the brand information. For example, if I say Amazon, and onto Amazon I say I want to buy some furniture, so I'll simply put in this string word furniture, and Amazon will show you a list of their suppliers, right. And nowadays with list of suppliers you can also watch those small snippets about the you could say the company, about the product, how to unbox the product, how does it actually appeal like, right, what are its different color, how you can put it to into use. So that sort of information is nowadays available onto these these platforms itself. And moreover, these channels, whether we talk about Amazon or Flipkart, nowadays they have dedicated online forums. So when we say dedicated online forums or dedicated online communities, that means that provides the one sort of a sort of level play field to all set of your consumers, wherein they can directly contact with the ultimate consumer or the seller, or with the other set of consumers. So that ways a community is being created. For example, Mamaearth, it talks about, it is having those dedicated blogs where new moms or the experienced moms, they share their experiences with the other. So that ways that gives you a personalized feeling that yes, this brand, it taps onto the emotional aspect also. Not just it talks about the materialistic products, but yes, it talks about the personalized experiences of those who are using the brand. So it gives, or it arouses those emotional feelings, it channelizes and drives them, right. So when we talk about digital marketing, we talk about all these technologies, whether we are making a use of emails, whether we are making a use of these social media platforms, or the websites, dedicated brand websites, or the third party aggregator as your Amazon or Flipkart, or you creating those online forums or the communities, which is all operable through the World Wide Web, that is your internet. None of them can work without a properly functioning internet. So that bridge is connected, that is created between the ultimate marketers and the customers. So in order to create that bridge between the marketers and the customers, this your digital technology, which we call it as or refer to it as your internet, it is being used, it is being majorly penetrated, whether it is internet, intranet or extranet, so that by indulging various digital marketing techniques, be it your thank you mails, be it your informational mails, you are creating a connect, a direct connect with the customer, right. So if I say Nestle coming up with an advertisement, and nowadays you see that they release them with paid sponsor partnership with the influencers. So that is what? That is to reach a larger customer base, because nowadays everybody will be preferring connecting to their smart devices, right? Smartphones. So how to get connected, how to create that connect will be ultimate set of your consumers, because nowadays people are so busy into their things that they hardly get the time to watch television, right? But they are always connected to their smartphones. Now marketers know that how to reach to that level down, right? So they'll do what is, whatever social media platforms that you are active on, right? So they try to create their presence over there also. They'll try to make sure that their ultimate, whatever product or the services they are coming up with, it is reaching, that information is getting disseminated to the ultimate consumers. So that is why they make sure to use each and every upcoming technology and to be ready with that set of information which is there into the market. Whatever is going up into the market, they will try to channelize, they will try to penetrate onto the same. For example, we see that memes always keep sparking onto the internet. So Blinkit knows how to make an effective utilization of those memes, right, and to come up with the timely one-liners and promoting their product on on time. So that is what we call, that we are very much aware of whatever is going around the surroundings, right? So if I say digital marketing, though you have been listening about this concept in the very recent 4 to 5 years, but this very terminology, it was first mooted or promulgated in the year in 1990. So 90s where it started, and with your development of your World Wide Web, that is your internet. And at that time obviously people used to go over these internet platforms using some browsers to search for an array of information, because a larger set of information till time, whatever we want to go for, we simply Google it, right? Whatever you are not able to comprehend, you will do what? You will immediately Google it. So that is how that Google has entered into our day-to-day activities, that for whatever smallest thing that we want to look onto, we simply go over the internet. What all we need is a smartphone and the well connected internet network. But it all started way back in the 90s, when users only used to search for an array of information that is available over the digital networks, right? But at that time there was no such feature of sharing the information with other users over the digital platform. That means nowadays whenever you look into video, you can immediately share it over the WhatsApp or over your Facebook channels, or your YouTube channels. But earlier this was not the thing, right? Whatever you are seeing, you cannot easily share it with the other set of users. But over the period of time, digital marketing has covered its journey. It has reached to such point wherein nowadays everything is so smoothen up that you just say it and you will just find everything there onto the digital chest, right? So as I said, that 90s was a period when digital marketing was into the nascent stage, it was into the infancy stage, where everybody was very skeptical about how these digital marketing strategies, they will reach a great set of consumers, and especially who are there living into the far flung areas, right? So all those people who are living into tier 2, tier 3 cities, how would we reach them? So that was very questionable, since at that time we were hardly having any connectivity to the electricity or any other you could say technological advancement. So wondering about how could we reach a multitude of population was very, people were very skeptical about its further journey. But nowadays when we talk about that, you want to make sure that your information reaches out to the bottom of pyramid, to those living into the far flung areas, to those living into hinterlands. So that is nowadays very easily possible through your internet, through your social media, especially whether someone is having an email account or not. But nowadays everybody is making its existence or presence into one or the other social media application. So we can see that, you know, what a great journey digital marketing has covered over the time period, right? So now if we say about that, earlier let's say people were not aware about the digital marketing platforms, but now they are very much aware about, you know, this about the recently coming advertisements, about the latest set of goods and services that are being released into the market. So it is all thanks to a very, you know, ecosystem, a digital ecosystem that has been created, wherein just a smartphone and a very easily and a cheaper, you know, you could say a recharge for your internet plans are available. So that much we have covered over the time period, that even our payments have been converted into digital payments. So if one can easily see into that, what a great, what a commendable journey that we have covered over the period of time, right? So as I said that earlier, what was the thing in 90s? To operate, to have these adequate, you know, knowledge, it was very, you know, there seems to be a very impossible thing. Reason being, we didn't have those laptops, we didn't have those PCs, we didn't have those digital equipments, and most importantly, we didn't have those internet with us, right? So this very liminal phase of moving from digital marketing to traditional marketing to the digital marketing, it started up in the year 93. So 93, it was obviously not into India, but you know, globally it was the first very time when a clickable banner ad was launched. Now what is a clickable banner ad? Nowadays, whenever you just want to see into, let's suppose, any news channel or any news website, let's suppose any you know, prominent news, you could say, website, you see those small you know, buttons which are clickable buttons. You click onto the same and they'll take you up onto the third page. So those are your clickable banner ads. You click onto something, it will pop up into a new window, it will show you an advertisement. So in 93, it was the very first time when, you know, the very phase of shifting, of transition from the digital traditional marketing to the digital marketing happened, and it was launched by the company named Hotwire. What did it do is, it purchased many online banner ads for advertising their products onto the digital platform. So banner ads is whatever is coming as a banner onto any website, and the minute you click it, it will pop up into a new page wherein that detailed advertisement about the brand product or the brand services are provided. So that is how it, you know, started up with. Then subsequently what happened? 1994 onwards, there have been major developments, and especially in the world of your digital marketing, that, you know, not just the clickable banner ads, there was the introduction of your, you know, popular, mega popular search engine, that is your Yahoo. So it was Yahoo era. It was, you know, Yahoo is often considered as Jerry's guide. So that time period has led to you know, it has created that platform wherein consumers can see, any person can see into an array of information which is widely available through just typing some, you know, key strings onto the Yahoo, and it will, you know, show you those number of pages with some similar, you know, search strings. So over the period, as we know, Yahoo, MSN and Google, which has taken over the, you know, things as a major popular search engine. So that has over the period taken place. So soon after Yahoo, various digital marketers, they started looking up to the ways how can they optimize their business, how can they just make sure that their brand is able to gain the highest ranking. So if I see for any string, let's suppose if I type into my Google, which is my, you know, search browser. So if I say, let's suppose I want to buy new furniture, I just put in furniture near me, right, or furniture shops near me. It will show you entire list of your, you know, furniture shops that are available, and it will give you the detailed, you know, information about the same. So but what does matter is that where are we coming onto those ranking lists, onto the result page that is being shown by some search engine, right? So if I say furniture, and if I just type onto that search string, and if I search for it, you will see there will be millions of pages that will be popping up with the same. So Google will show you somehow some million of pages within some few seconds, right? But do you just go through or scroll through all those pages? The answer is no. You just look on to first 2-3 pages, max to max 2-3 pages, that is all. Otherwise, what do we do? What are the top hit ones, right? Top ranked ones. We search onto those particular websites and then accordingly we make our choices. So coming on to the top ranking, coming on to the highest ranking is most important thing, which is known as nowadays search engine optimization, wherein every website makes sure that it is optimizing its website with the search engine result page that is being shown by some browser. So it is synchronizing that in that sense, right? But earlier it all started, as I said, way back in 93-94 period when Yahoo was launched, and various digital marketers, they started looking up for the ways wherein they can optimize their businesses, they can optimize their brands and products and can gain a better ranking on the search engines. And Google, when did it started its journey was in 1998, and now when we talk about Google, it is the most popular search engine and it has been extensively used till the present time. It's not like that earlier it was being used and now it has lost its existence. Rather, it has wiped away number of other, the other search engines from the market, be it your MSN or Yahoo. So the most commonly being used is your Google, and if you are a smartphone user or a Mac user, you will go for what? You will go for various other search engines that are available there. So again, 98 to early 2000 was a period where only 3 dominating search engines were working, or they were there into the market, which is Google, MSN and Yahoo. Over the period, what happens, there was a rise into the various search engines, because search engine is the first place that every user resort to find out any set of information. So the total number of users on various search engines in 2007 or 2006 time period was around 6.5 billion, and which was really a higher number in that decade. So over the time period, Google, it pushed its limit, it integrated with various websites, it integrated with various brands so as to push their limits not just onto digital marketing but onto the digital this workplace, right? So Google has started experimenting with coming up with something new for digital marketers, where it provided those choices of AdWords. So they were Google AdWords, which allow the companies that they can advertise about their product in top 3 3-line ad. So there used to be only 3 lines, and that used to come at the top of the search engine. So as I said that you have to integrate, you have to align it with the search engine choices. So whenever a user it searches for a specific keyword, the very Google AdWords will, let's suppose I say furniture under 500. So this is a small string, search string that I have pushed into the Google search engine, and it will show me the top ones, right? So that was the one thing that they need to align the marketers, because there was a great pressure onto the marketers that they need to align their websites according to the choices, according to the search strings that are the most commonly used your search strings, and accordingly all those, if that sync is created, so they'll get a refined search according to the same, and they'll be able to make it to the list of those search engine result page, right? Then another important development that took place in the year 2006 was the launch of your new version, that Web 2.0, and this was the very reason behind the launch of your Web 2.0 was to make sure that that voluminous data was there that could be handled very effectively. So when you have a great set of information, great means that was a great set of your voluminous data, and to handle the same, it was the launch of your Web 2.0. So that major development took place in the year 2006, and that when Web 2.0 was launched, and it was a major reason that when we talk about that, what was the major reason behind launching this Web 2.0 was that a number of online users, they were very active onto the e-commerce platforms and to various related search engines. So that is why digital marketers, you could say, it gives them a further push, and they started making use of these enhanced technology, right, and started boosting their online marketing strategies to reach the ultimate consumers. We'll be continuing the series in the another segment, right. Thank you.